Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalms 30, verse 5. I say good morning, beauty, at any time of the day, because joy is our choice to make, and we don't have to wait till the sun comes up to make it. This is Good Morning Beauty with Kiki J.
Good morning, beauty. It's your girl, Kiki J, and we choose a joy today, period. Today, I am here with my bestie, Jessie.
Jessie? Okay.
Jessie.
Oh, I need to introduce myself?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hey, everyone. My name is Justin Woods. I'm a recent college grad from Forest City, Arkansas, and I'm currently an accountant at the Children's Hospital.
Okay. What do you do?
It's a lot to get into, but I work in the grants department.
Okay.
So, what?
Today, we're going to be a light. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine.
Yeah.
I'm going to let it shine. Okay. So, tell the people how we met.
How did we meet?
Yeah. How do I know you? How we become besties?
So, for the people that don't know, me and Kashara both went to Philander Smith University.
The
Philander? Okay.
The.
You ain't gotta do all that. But we both, after we graduated high school, we both attended this program called the START program. And, you know, as it progressed, Kashara was very loud. Everywhere you went around her, I mean, if she was there, you was gonna hear her. You was gonna hear her. But from that moment on, we just, started talking more, getting closer. And once the actual school year started, we kind of grew apart from each other because we was both doing two different things. And as the years progressed, we just kept getting closer and closer, and now we're here.
Yeah.
So
we did different things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we'll say.
It was a little rocky,
Real rocky.
Real rocky, but we got through it.
Real rocky. So we've known each other for 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long 4 years.
I don't go by fast.
Jessie is very difficult to deal with.
Justin, yeah.
Yeah.
And Kashara is very
amazing.
Kashara. Y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna see.
Amazing. So today, we'll be talking about demonic pigs.
Demonic pigs.
We'll be talking about demonic pigs.
Okay. So where's these demonic pigs coming from,
Right. So we'll be talking about Matthew 8, verses 28 and 34. Mm-hmm. Basically what happened is it was this possessed man. He was possessed with demons. He was going mad wild. And Jesus came, and Jesus was the man was like, "What you come here for? Did you come here to punish us?" And Jesus just was there to deliver the man. So the man was getting delivered. The demons, I'm going to say the demons. The demons was like, if you must drive us out, can you at least put us in the pigs? So, Jesus put the demons in the pigs. Mm-hmm. Them pigs, they took off and they drowned themselves. Mm-hmm. And the pigs was no more.
Right.
I wonder, was the demons some more?
I don't think so.
You think the demons drowned?
Mm-mm.
They was just.
Demons need a host,
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't have a host, they're just running around. So I feel like after those pigs drowned, they just ran until they found another host.
That's crazy. Like the demons just wanted a host so bad that they'd be in pigs.
Mm-hmm. They just here to bring
pigs.
Yeah, destruction. They just
I didn't know animals could be possessed.
I didn't either. That's why. I mean, hey, it's a lot of stuff in this book that just it's crazy.
Yeah. So what you get from that?
So first off, the man that was possessed,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't him talking. It was the demons talking. They called themselves Legion because I think it said they are many. And
Mm-hmm.
but when Jesus came, they knew who he was. They knew he was the Son of God. So and they knew they had an appointed time
Ain't
to
that good?
perish.
Ain't that
So
good?
yeah,
Even the demons know when he.
even the demons know. Like
Even the demons know.
and they're too scared to go where they need to be, so they tried to find another host, and once Jesus sent them into the pigs just drowned, went into chaos. And now after that, I think that once the pigs drowned, they went to find another host.
Okay. So is there anything so like the man was like the demons and the man was like, we need to go somewhere. Is there anything in you or about you that you feel like maybe you need to let go, but it has just such a big part of who you feel like you are?
Uh, Let me think. I would say self. You know, letting like my selfish desires.
Letting yourself go.
Letting myself. No. It's the difference between letting self go and letting myself go.
So what's the difference?
Letting myself go. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But letting self go, I think it's letting my selfish desires go and allowing God to lead me in the path that He wants me to go. Because when I was in the world, I used to just want to do things for Justin. Like, if it's not benefiting me, why am I doing it? So I feel like God has delivered me from that, and I'm still learning, but I feel like He's delivered me from that, and I'm tending to become more of a servant to other people than just to myself, and tend to my selfish ambitions.
That's true.
Another thing that I will need to let go. I think for a lot of people, it will be letting go of the past. Yeah, because we all made some mistakes in the past that we still like, oh, why did we do that? Why are we? But God doesn't want us to keep thinking about the old things because it's gone. And if it's bad, then He's already forgiven us. So God doesn't want us to keep lingering on to the past, thinking of what we could have done, what we should have done. No, He wants us to look into now, and you need to be serving Him now and doing the best you can.
That's good. Thank you. That was awesome, actually. Can we now read? Would you like to read?
I can.
Okay. Could you read Matthew 8, verse 13?
8:13. Then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go, let it be done just as you believed it would." And his servant was healed at that moment.
So mine says healed at that very moment. So again, we all have those things that, even on our Christian journey, like we struggle to let go of, like, because it's become an identity in some ways. Like it shouldn't, but it could have. Like I bet when people was talking to that man with the demon in them, they weren't describing the man's actions, but the man's actions when he was possessed.
Right.
So what about when God does deliver us from that thing? How do we go on differently? Like, because it's one thing to, like, I can take something from you, but that doesn't mean that you act like it. If that makes sense. So how are we supposed to look and be different when we are delivered, essentially?
That's a good question. I would say it's a process. Everybody's process is different, but the main thing is that you just got to trust God. God is always He always has something better for us. Have you ever seen that picture? It had like a little girl with her dog in her head, and then Jesus
Mhm.
was on the other side with a big dog behind him. So I think we're all like that. We're all holding on to that little thing that we just need to let go of, because God has something better for us. And it's not always easy letting that little thing go, especially if you can't see what's on the other side.
That's
So
good.
I think you just gotta trust God.
Preach.
Mm. I preach. Yeah, but
Preach.
yeah, you just gotta trust God. And I watched a sermon one day, and it was talking about how we gotta let go of things
Hmm.
so God can give us what He wants for us. And we want, like, if we let go of something, we want the big thing like right then and there. But sometimes God makes us wait and see if are we gonna stick to what He got for us, or we gonna go back to what we let go of.
That's good. I'll admit that waiting or that transition period, I
Mhm.
would say, is for sure like very, very hard because that even like when Moses delivered the Israelites,
Mhm.
he delivered them from slavery, but they had this really big transition of migrating to another place. And they were like, God, did you bring us
Right.
out to like forsake us?
Right.
So like I feel like when you are delivered or even when you're brung out, like the transition period, it is very hard. Because I'm in a transition period myself, and it can be a struggle some days. It's just like, okay, well, these were a little easier before.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really have to deal with so and so and so and so,
Mhm.
but I know like I'm dealing with certain things because he's trying to take me to other places, and the challenges along the way are necessary. But
So
it's very hard.
what would you say is one of the top things you need to let go of right now, or that you have let go of?
Mm, There's a lot of things I need to let go of.
Mhm.
I would say, I think self.
Mhm.
I need to let myself go.
Let yourself go.
Yes, my way and the way I do things. Like I want to be able to do what I want. Like, and sometimes it's irritating. It's like so and so can do it, so and so can do it. Like why I can't do it? So I feel like I have let that go some mostly. There's days it's like okay.
Right.
But that's a big one. As and also itself. Like sometimes I don't want to be bothered.
Mhm.
I want to be to myself. I don't want people to talk to me. I can have really bad attitudes. I can be real isolated at times. And when I want something done, I want it done.
Right then and there.
And I want it done how I want it done,
Mhm.
when I want it done. Like that control, that's real big. But
Mhm.
yeah, mostly, I would say mostly attitude.
Attitude.
That's probably it.
I think that kind of ties into self as well. I think
Absolutely.
self is like, for a lot of people, the big thing. Like they need to
Mhm.
let go of the things they want the things they want to do, and just let go and let God.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I think we all have that in us a little bit.
Since we're talking about self, let's transition over a little
Mhm.
bit. Would you say you're new on your Christian journey?
Am I new?
Where would you say you're at? Where would you place yourself?
I would say new.
New?
Mhm.
Like baby, newborn, toddler, kid,
I would say
teenager?
toddler.
You're toddler?
I think so,
Okay.
because I feel like I got a long way to go. But I've always, my grandma took me to church.
Mm-hmm.
I was a junior deacon in my church, but like,
Deacon Woods.
yeah, but I was in the church and I was in the world at the same time, because
Mhm.
on weekends we went to my grandma's house, went to church, but when we went back to my mom's house and in school and stuff, I just did what I wanted, you know. I wasn't a bad kid, but I just wasn't living for
Heart
God.
posture.
Yeah, I wasn't living for God until I got to college and really started taking my life serious. So, but now recently, after I graduated, I've been way more consistent and going to church, reading my Bible, you know, just helping others, not just for my like self, but like just helping others out of love, you know.
Absolutely.
So but I do feel like I'm like a toddler. But I know a little scripture, a little something, but I think I'm a toddler, and I still got a lot to learn.
So the question is, what makes you not a toddler? What makes you mature in faith? What does that look like?
Oh, let me tell
I would
you.
argue and say you're not a toddler, but
I feel like I am. What would make me? So I would say for me, what would make me mature?
or a person in general.
I really don't know. I think it's like a connection thing, you know? Cause I'm not, you know, nobody's perfect. So I still do stuff that's wrong and that's a sin, but I'm moving away from those things more and I'm changing my heart more. So I'm not doing those things as much. But it's still like, you know, like little things like gossiping, listening to rap music from here to there, you know, just the little stuff. So if I feel like once, like, I don't know.
Do you feel like you have to be clean of all sin to not be a toddler? And in that case, who's not?
I feel like, you know, for me, I feel like I have to be cleansed of all sin, but I know I'm not. So I really don't know how I'm gonna get to that mature state, you know?
Is that self-righteousness?
I don't know.
Could that be?
It could. I don't know. It could be, but it's just. I think it's like a personal thing, you know, because you can see, like you said, you don't think I'm a toddler, but you only see the outside, you know.
Absolutely.
So you don't like know what's going on the inside. So, and I feel like that happens with a lot of us. We only see the outside unless you really, really know a person. So
I don't even know if it's possible to know a person enough to know if
only Jesus knows.
Absolutely.
Only God knows. So, but I'm not sure how do I get to that mature state, you know.
So if God delivered you today of everything that you need to be delivered of, what are some ways you would maintain that being delivered? Because it's a scripture that says a demon is casted out and then it goes looking for a home, can't find one, and then come back with 7 others. So how could you ensure when that demon do come back, it doesn't have a host, a place to go?
Right. Okay. So I would say just being in the Word and praying about those things that's keeping you from God, you know. So definitely being in your Word, definitely praying, and really being in the community. You know, having those friends that'll hold you accountable and will let you know right from wrong. Because you don't want friends that just telling you, oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, you're doing good, and you're really not. You need those friends that gonna tell you the truth, you know?
Do you feel like you have those friends?
Yeah, I really do. Do you feel like you have those friends?
Yeah. Yes.
But
absolutely.
But definitely, you know, staying in your Word and just talking to God and praying, because He's always there. But it's the thing is, are you gonna walk with Him, or are you just gonna leave and go your own way and then come back? You know, because a lot of us do that. A lot of us we walk with Jesus, and then we be like, hey, let's wait right here. Let me go do this, and then you go do that, and then in the end, you didn't gain nothing.
Right.
But when you come back, Jesus is in the same place waiting on you. So definitely walking with Jesus and trying to be more like him.
Absolutely. Thank you.
What do you think that,
Mm-hmm.
how to maintain that relationship and make sure those demons don't come back?
Jaden has been talking in Bible study a lot for the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
This journey ain't no feel thing.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about how you feel. It's about doing what you know you're supposed to do, even when you can't feel God.
Mm-hmm.
So constantly praying and constantly reading your scripture and fasting, living the life that you know you're supposed to live, even when you can't feel him, even when
Mm-hmm.
you're not clearly hearing him, or if you don't clearly hear him at all, but for sure just seeking that relationship, having small conversation with him throughout the whole day. Like it's honestly not enough to just pray when you first wake up, and that's the only time you pray, or when you go to sleep. Like, but you constantly have to have conversations with him all throughout the day about whatever. So like if you're upset about anything, go to God. If we don't understand something, like if we're constantly irritated, like whatever it is, just to always go to God about that problem and know that he's there to like accept us regardless.
So always go to God. So we were talking about letting stuff go.
Mm-hmm.
When you said we need to go to God, that made me think of who do we go to instead of God. So what came to my mind was bad friends, and that we need to let go of bad friends because we always say, yeah, we need to go to God. You need to go to God, but sometimes you go to those friends that don't really, ain't really on your side, and they gonna steer you in the wrong direction. So to your point, to your one of your points earlier, son, I need to let go of bad friends because they will lead you in the wrong direction, and they will knock you off your track.
So let me ask you a question. So like, if you have a friend that's like they give you good advice most of the time, but sometimes they give you really, really, really bad advice. Would you say they're not real friends, or like, is there a certain amount of times they have to give you bad advice before they be horrible friends?
It depends. I don't know. It's we gotta learn how to discern certain people, because sometimes bad advice isn't always bad to the person saying it. So for like, they'll give their opinion basically, and then in their opinion it's not bad, but to you it is bad. So I don't think it makes them a bad friend or a bad person. It's just we need to learn how to discern certain things and just pay attention to what they say and how they act. That's how they act is a big one.
It's good. Do you know any examples of bad friends, like TV characters, like not
TV characters?
It can be a Bible character, like anybody that you like. They're not really a good friend.
Jonah might be one.
Who?
Jonah? Because he was always mad, and for no reason. Like, he was mad because something.
I was mad. It was like, we're gonna talk about Jonah next time.
Yeah, but I think Jonah, he wasn't a bad person. It was just his attitude, So yeah.
Okay. Would you like to say anything else?
Let me think. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm glad this vision came into play. I'm glad God is speaking through you and working through you. I know how long you've been working on this, so it's finally here.
Yes.
And I'm proud of you, and I thank God that He's brought you out of those dark places and brought you into the light, and I'm glad that you're glorifying Him with it.
Thank you. I am so happy to have my bestie Justin here with us today. He will be back. Thank you so much. It means so much that you supported this vision, and I can't wait to see what great things the Lord does.
Thank you.